Lesson 7. Prepositions. Part 1.
Bienvenidos a la primera parte de la lección número 7. En esta oportunidad, aprenderás lo que son las preposiciones, y los tipos de preposiciones que existen en el idioma inglés. Por ser un tema muy extenso, lo hemos dividido en 3 secciones. Recuerda que puedes pausar, regresar, o repetir este video hasta que consideres que has asimilado el contenido.
Prepositions. A preposition is a word that links a noun, pronoun, or phrase to other parts of a sentence, providing additional context and meaning. They help us to establish relationships between different elements within a sentence, indicating aspects such as location, time, direction, and purpose or support. Whether you're crafting a simple sentence, or writing a complex paragraph, mastering prepositions is essential for clear and effective communication. Types of prepositions. Prepositions can be categorized based on the type of relationship they express. Here, we'll focus on primary types, such as prepositions of place or position, prepositions of time, prepositions of direction, prepositions of purpose or support. It is important to mention that there are also other types of prepositions, which you will discover throughout the course. On the other hand, you should know that among the prepositions, we find the prepositions in, on, and at, which can function as both prepositions of place and prepositions of time, but we will study them in another video. Prepositions of place or position. They indicate the location or position of something in relation to another object mentioned in a sentence. They help answer questions such as, where is it, or where are you? Among the common prepositions of place we have above, over, under, below, inside, outside, behind, in front of, beside, next to, and opposite to. Now, we have a look at each of these prepositions of place separately. Above. This preposition means higher than. We usually use it when there is no direct contact between two people or things. Examples. The general is above the lieutenant. The clock is above the picture. See the image above the instructions. Over. This preposition is used to suggest that one object or person is directly covering another. It is also used to refer to something moving across or directly over a surface. For example, the captain is over the lieutenant. The plane is flying over the mountains. This toy is for children over 3 years old. Under. It is used to talk about something that is lower than something else. In other words, it suggests that one object or person is directly covered by another. For example, the lieutenant is under the command of the captain. There are 2 boxes under the table. The fire is under the control of the firefighters. Below. This preposition usually means lower than. We use it when there is no direct contact between two people or things. For example, the basement is below the first floor. There is a window below the clock. It is important to remember, as we have said in previous lessons, that there are words that are spelled and pronounced the same, but have different functions in the sentence depending on where they are placed. This is the case with the word below, which can function as a preposition, but also as an adverb. For example, in the sentence, "The instructions are below the diagram." The word below functions as a preposition of place, since it indicates a relationship between the instructions and the diagram. But in the sentence, "Fill in the blanks below," the word below functions as an adverb of place because it modifies the noun blanks. Inside. This preposition is often used to emphasize the fact that something or someone is inside an enclosed place. For example, "Please stay inside the house during the storm." She is working inside her office. The parrot is inside its cage. Outside. This word can be used as an adverb, adjective, preposition or noun. As a preposition, it refers to the position or location of something that is not within a specific space, but rather external to it. For example, "There is a suspicious man outside the house." Some people believe that there is life outside the planet Earth. Behind. It is used to indicate that someone or something is at the back of another person or thing. Examples: The car is parked behind the house. Carlos is behind Robert in the line. There is someone hiding behind the curtain. In front of and opposite to. Both prepositions are used to describe the position of one object or person relative to another, but they convey different meanings and are used in distinct contexts as we will see below. In front of is used to refer that something is positioned ahead or before something else. It is often used when describing something that is closer to a particular point of reference, or blocks the view of something behind it. Examples: There's a fire truck in front of the burning building. Mary is in front of Mike in the line. You only look at the tree in front of you, but there is a forest behind it. On the other hand, opposite to is typically used when describing two objects, or people that are directly facing each other from different sides, often with something between them, like a street, a park, or a table. Examples: John is sitting opposite to Jessica in the restaurant. Notice that in the image, there is a table between John and Jessica. Now take a look at this sentence. The fire station is opposite to the hospital. Notice that in the image, there is a street between the fire station and the hospital. By, next to, and beside. These prepositions are very similar in meaning, and they are often used interchangeably to indicate that one object or person is near or alongside another. However, there are subtle differences in usage and connotation as we will see below. Beside, and by, means at the side of, but doesn't always imply immediate proximity, can be slightly more distant or formal. Examples: Harry is standing by his car. There is a frame beside the window. Notice that there is a space between the frame and the window. On the other hand, the preposition, next to, emphasizes immediate adjacency, side by side, with no space in between. For example, the bakery is next to the restaurant. As you can see, in the image projected on your screen, there is no space between the bakery and the restaurant, and for that reason, we use the preposition, next to. Between. This preposition is used to indicate that someone or something is in the space that separates two places, people or objects. For example, Mary is between Robert and Mike. There is a bike between the cars. The United States is between Canada and Mexico.
Hasta aquí llegamos con la primera parte de este tema. Esperamos que esta información te haya sido de mucha utilidad. Hasta luego.